Introducing the Greenhouse with your host, Biggs Outdoors. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whatever time frame you are at the moment. I am just past midday, and we are back with another episode 18 of the Greenhouse, where we run through AEW Elevation, AEW Dark. Just a quick rundown, nothing spectacular, and we do another show which we do on Dynamite and Rampage, which is the Real Wrestling Show - blog. So, I am Biggsy. Dawsy's not yet on the screen today because it's my turn to do it. So, gonna run through Elevation. On the first show there was 7 matches. On the second show there was 12, I believe. Yeah. So, a couple of debuts this week, which were, some of them were good, some of them were not so good. We started off with first match, Gabby Ortiz making a debut versus Thunder Rosa. A few moves by Gabby, but nothing spectacular, to be honest. Thunder just hit the finish. Thunder driver, that was the end of it. Bit of a squash match. Thunder Rosa man of the match. Thunder Rosa wins. After the match, Tony interviews Thunder. Thunder says she can't wait to be champ. Mark and Jade come out. Next time Jade's in the ring with Thunder Rosa's going to teach her respect and how to be humble, which I like. Next up, we have match number 2, which was Nikki Duke making a debut and Tina San Antonio making a debut versus Chris Tatlander and Red Velvet. It was an okay match, this one. The debuts kept Red Velvet in the corner, giving her a bit of a stomp down. It was quite nice to see some green ones doing that. Commentary mentions that Red got hit in the face, and then there was a weird camera cut. Don't know what that was about. Sit out Gore Buster by Stat was quite nice, plus the Famouser. Terrible Spear by Red. Combo kicks by Stat and Red. Big Bang Theory for the finish of the match. Not too sure about the debuts. They could have something, but I don't know. Bit quick, like. But it won the squash match like the first one, so that's not too bad. Man of the match, Red Velvet. Stat and Red win. Match number 3, we had Joey Sweets, who was formerly known as Joey Silver, which they probably don't have him as Joey Silver because it's close to John Silver, and Antonio Zambrano, who is also known as Tony Vega. He's been on AEW before, and they were fighting against and Jack Tomlinson, who was making his debut. He was on WWE versus Eric and Ivor of the Ascension, I think, versus the Gun Club, aka the Ass Boys. This was an okay match as well. When they're involved, it does tend to be a bit of a jokey comedy match, but that's okay. Billy wearing Danhausen t-shirt, and Austin rips it right at the beginning, where the Gun Club's crossed out and it says Ass Boys underneath. That was pretty cool. Such an ass boy thing to do by Austin. Billy takes offence to Sweet Cheeks on the trunks of the fella, because obviously Billy Gunn's trunks used to be Mr. Ass. Billy Gunn tries to take off his pants halfway through the match to dump on the guy's face. Billy sets up for the finish, but then tags Austin in to hit the Famouser instead, which was a bit strange. Gun Club win, aka the Ass Boys. I won Billy man of the match. Tomlinson could be half decent, moved well, bar waiting for the drop kick. There was one point where he just stood there and just kind of went, and then took the drop kick. So yeah, one too keen on that. But any wrestler, even if you've been wrestling for 20 years, if you're telegraphing moves, it's not too good. Next up, match number 4, we had Notorious Mimi versus Emmy Sakura, who I'm loving at the moment. Twisting Flatliner by Emmy was quite nice. Liking the We Will Rock You chops as well, where she's going like that. Thought that's very cool. Crucifix roll up by Mimi was very nice. May Seruga hits Mimi with the scepter, and Emmy gets the roll up finish. It was an okay match, this one. Minnie was okay. Again, could be half decent, but we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I'd like to see her again. Match, Emmy Sakura man of the match. Next up, we had match number 5, which was Jaden Vallo making his debut versus Anthony Ogogo, or Ogogo does, not Ongogo. Ogogo. Squash match. Jaden buzzed in to be in the ring, basically celebrating like a young rookie, even though he's about to get destroyed. Angle slam finish. That was about it, pretty much. Go-Go man of the match, squash match. Match number 6, we had Mike Werner and Anthony Gangon making his debut, accompanied by Prince Nana, don't know who that is, versus Proud and Powerful. It was an okay match this one. Combo cutter, proud and powerful, sold awesome by Gangon. Double reverse suplex finish, which I can't remember the name. I can never remember the name of Proud and Powerful's double team. Yeah, it was an okay match. I went with Santana man of the match. Next up, we had the main event of Elevation, which was Tony Nese versus Alex Reynolds. It was a good match. This was very even all the way through. Nese slice shot to Reynolds early on. Reynolds pulled off the corner, a bit of a stiff landing. Every time Nese does a spring moonsault, he seems to land on the opponent's legs, not actually on the stomach like most moonsaults or sentons, whatever. Nice lung blower by Reynolds. Both did a reversed out of the German by doing a flip over the top into subsequent moves. One arm deadlift diving buckle bomb was fucked up by Tony Nese. He went to throw him and undershot the actual throw, so that was a bit bunk. And to be honest, you've got to be a bit of an animal to be pulling off a one-arm deadlift, like, do you know what I mean? Running knee finish by Tony Nese. It's a good match, but I didn't really like the ending. I thought it could have been a bit stronger. Like, there was a bit of a botch with that diving power bomb. So yeah, should have had something else. I went with Reynolds man of the match, and Tony Nese wins. So yeah, that's all I've got for Elevation. So now we're going to move on to the 12 matches of Dark. You alright with that, Doris? That's what I thought. First match, we had Chris Tatlander versus Marina Shaffer, making her debut. It was a pretty good match, this one. Nice start to the match. Marina getting the upper hand with nice control of Statlander. Pump handle backdrop was fucked up by Marina. Looked like Stat maybe got rocked slightly, but hopefully not. Stat picked up the pace at the end. Finish of the match was the Spider Crab. Statlander wins. Marina man of the match. Great debut. Could be a great pairing with Layla Hirsch. Would be Miranda Shaffer. Yeah, good match up. Statlander wins though. Match number 2, we had Dean Fleming versus Nick Comarato in a squash match. Alabama Slam. It was absolutely brutal. The guy's head slammed on the mat. That was it pretty much. Como wins, Como man of the match. Match number 3, we had Reho and Reho versus Emmy, Sakura and Mei Seruga. It was a great match, it was, and when the Yoshis are fighting, it is usually a pretty good outing. The heels attack straight off, Emmy and Mei, with Mei Seruga biting the arm of Reho. Weird stack-up thing by Mei and Emmy, but Reho was just up on the top, not really impacting it at all. Reho crossbody to the outside was nice. Emmy's spring backbreaker was nice. Stalling gutbuster by Emmy was nice. Full Nelson bridge by Mei Seruga was very nice. Reho rolling Cobra Clutch was quite nice, where it's like the teddy bear roll, but with the Cobra Clutch. That was quite nice. Springboard double stomp by Mei Seruga was nice. Tornado Code Red by Mei, it was absolutely incredible. Where basically, yeah, there's no point explaining it. It's a tornado version, not just a Code Red, so it goes sideways. Even though I said I wasn't going to explain it, I just did. Rolling Senton double team by the heels were very nice. Wheelbarrow German by Reho was nice. Nice roll through pins by Mei and Reho. Back and forwards. Nice pin at the end by Mei, which was it's hard to describe what a certain pin is because they're so unique now. Diving elbow by Mei was very different the way she did it. Running knee by Reho for the finish of the match. Very fast paced match. Emmy and Mei were absolutely brilliant in this. I went with Mei Seruga man of the match. Reho and Reho win this match. It was a great match, a great match. So yeah, always look forward to watching the Yoshis fight. Very cool. Next up, we had a promo from Not Dolph Ziggler, and he basically calls out Chucky T for later on in the night because he needed to have his ass handed to him. So next up, we had match number 4, which was Valentina Rossi versus Jade in a squash match again. And my notes say, once again, Jade fucks up the side torture rack, poor timing on the lift. Thinks she missed the pump kick as well, but the camera angle saved it. Tit bomb finish. Jade wins. Jade man of the match. Out of default. Jade can wrestle. At least her real hair wasn't hanging out of the back of her wig this week. So yeah, all positive stuff there for Mark Sterling's client. Dick. Match number 5, we had Invictus Cash versus Angelico. It was a good match, this one was. Nice back and forth chain wrestling early on. Cash gets the upper hand. Angelico's limping. Navarro death roll for the finish of the match. Invictus is a pretty good wrestler, wouldn't mind seeing him again. Good match this one, Invictus man of the match. Match number 6, we had Conti versus Heather Monroe. This was an okay match as well. Sitting neckbreaker by Monroe, gets a 2 count. Nice Spanish fly type move into an armbar by Monroe was very nice. Release German, corner pump by Tay, and DDT for the finish. Monroe, not too bad. Okay match. I went with Conti man of the match. So next match, or promo, I should say. Sonny calls out Janela, no DQ. I thought the rivalry was dead, to be honest, but that seems to be going on a bit now. They did have like a bit of a hiatus in the rivalry for like 3-4 weeks, something like that, I think. But yeah, getting a bit bored of it now. So next up, match number 7, we had Fabu making his return. Fabu and Tony Donati, who again is making his return, versus Lee Johnson and Brock Anderson. Arn Anderson's son. It was a squash match. Nothing really worth a note. Maybe the goalbuster for the finish, even though it wasn't executed that well. Lee Johnson man of the match. Brock and Lee win. After the match, Tony with Lee and Brock. Second generation chat, blah 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 blah. The Ass Boys come out, interrupt and say they're their second wrestlers too. Ass Boys call Lee and Broccoli, which I was laughing my head off at. And then they get an Ass Boy chant as well. So yeah, that's going to be the next kind of match going up for Lee Johnson and Brock Anderson and Arn Anderson's son going forward. So Taz tells some little kid who pops up on a camera to take off his t-shirt because he's wearing the orange colours and that he's going to sue him. I thought that was quite funny as well after that. Match number 8, we had not Dolph Ziggler versus Chucky T. It was an okay match this one. Not Dolph blindsides Chucky early on. Chucky dive taking out the wingman. Pendulum DDT by Not Dolph. Eat defeat by Chucky. Not Dolph tries to cheat. He tries to cheat by putting his legs on the ropes. Yuta says no. Then it's a roll-up finish by Chucky T, I believe. I went with Not Dolph man of the match, aka Ryan Nemeth. After the match, wingman attack. Orange comes out, faces off with Benoni. Not Dolph startles a little kid with the orange t-shirt on right at the end of the match as well. And then Tatlander comes out to make the 4-way hug. Don't know why. There was no need in it. Next up, we had match number 9, which was Josh Woods making his debut versus Sean Spears. Absolutely sick gum shield by Josh Woods. The same one is similarly worn by Bobby Fish, except for Bobby Fish's looks shit. We got Amber back and forth early on. Nice wrestling. Spears. Something Woods up the rope. Don't know what that says. Spears Hayes Woods up on the rope. Kick from the outside. Very nice. Don't know what that says, the first word, so I do apologise. Ankle lock by Woods. Spears close to tapping out. And then very quickly hits a C4 for the finish. Josh Woods pretty much had Sean Spears beating this match right the way through. I went with Woods man of the match. Sean Spears wins though. Next up, we had another promo. The promo was from Joey Janela saying that Sonny needs to enjoy life for the next 2 weeks before his execution. And Janela's looking like a beast. Fair play. He's proper bulked up. Looks like a heavyweight. Next up, we have match number 10, which was Nyla Rose vs Zayda Yang, or Zahang. Squash match, no point in this at all. Beast Bomb finish. Nyla wins. Nyla man of the match. Match number 11, we had Arjun Singh versus Tony Vincetta, making his singles debut, so he has wrestled tag-wise. I quite like this, right, because it was 2 green wrestlers, to a degree. Now, I know Arjun Singh's been on there a few times, but so has Tony Vincetta. Vincita. But the fact that it was like, okay, who's going to win this? Like, it was, it's kind of obvious it wasn't going to be Tony, because obviously he's had tag matches, so the singles wrestler in the scenario was going to be the one that was going to win. But yeah, it was pretty good, man. I liked it. Good match for 2 green ones, very even. Nice to see, like I said just a second ago, 2 green ones going at it. Arjun finish was a bit stale in the end of the match, so where his move was like a really slow, floaty kind of powerful move, but it was really slow and floaty, and it was like anticlimactic. Arjun Singh wins. I went with Arjun Singh man of the match. Match number 12 then, the main event of Dark, which was Evil Uno, Alex Reynolds and Colt Cabana versus 2.0 and Daniel Garcia. It's a good match, this one again. Anything that Garcia's in, and the Dark Order for that matter, tends to be pretty good. Nice exchange between Alex and Garcia early on. Backslide, side backpack facebuster by Alex was nice into a pin. Parker takes Uno off the apron, everyone fights on the outside. Parker walks off into the crowd. Don't know if that was a dig at Jeff Hardy, but he didn't end up fucking off, he came back anyway. Garcia knocks Alex off the apron into the guardrail. 2.0 and Garcia cheating with leverage when he got him in a submission move. He's holding his arm out and the other one's grabbing his arm to give leverage. Alex finally makes the pin after being cut off for a majority of the match. Uno struggled with the sit-out powerbomb, throws the leg of whoever it was to the ref and then hits his cutter like he does. Evil Uno. Alex superplex off the top of 2.0, so he was standing on the back of 2.0. Colt Superman gets a two count, and then two for the show by 2.0 for the finish of the match. It was quite a good match, nice fast pace, so yeah, enjoyed that. Winners of the match was 2.0 Garcia, and I went with Alex Reynolds, man of the match. And yeah, I think that's everything we got. So yeah, a nice quick rundown for these. Check them out, like the videos, check out the Real Wrestling Show blog, which we will be doing in a couple of days time, which will be a Dynamite Rampage run through. Check out all the other videos we've got online, merchandise memoirs, which I have been re-uploading now and just seeing if a couple of people haven't seen them. But yeah, feel free to post any of your videos, tag us in here, the Real Wrestling Show blog. I've been Big C, catch you next week, and share, like and subscribe. Peace.